going on here? There we go. Welcome to my live stream. I'm mayohosko. Thank you so much for watching. I'm building sets from my backlog from the Lego group who are worth billions and billions of dollars. And let's see if anyone shows up today. This is the first stream since the 25-hour day. I'm back in standard time again. So now I have to start these streams at 10:30 a.m. in my time to still go live at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we're just waiting to see if anyone watches this stream. Still got my cars here. So, is anyone going to be here? Hey, Alexandria. I woke up! Hooray! I didn't know if I was going to wake up, but I did. And now we're waiting to see if other people will be here. Because I need to write another 1,000 words after this stream for the rest of the day. Yeah. Well, I wrote 1,000 words yesterday, and I'm going to write another 1,000 words today. So, if you like what you see on the screen, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and don't forget to smash the like button. These are cars from the Lego set 60460. This racetrack ramp is what we're building. These two cars are from the set itself. This car is from one of the 2-packs, and this car is a mock from one of the 2-packs. I want to see it to build too. It's just that barely anyone else is watching these streams. So we haven't been building it at all ever since the first 2 episodes of this series of builds. Well, you might want to check if your local retailers still have it in stock. Just because, and as I said on previous streams, just because Lego.com retires something doesn't mean every store has retired it. Hey Johnny, good to see you here. What do we want to talk about today? What do you guys want to talk about? I had to wake up at 10:20 a.m. to do this stream. I'm not a morning person at all. What about Lego exclusives? What's exclusive about Lego these days? Hey Canding, good to see you here. Is there anything specific about that, Johnny? Is there something I must know about? How too many are not available at all retailers? Ah, so you mean direct to consumer? Well, I think that's because certain retailers aren't confident they'll sell to their clientele, particularly if you're a big box retailer. Then are your customers really going to want to buy sets that cost more than $200? And even if you're an upscale department store, are they really going to want to choose Lego over something else? I mean, those are the decisions that retailers have to think about before they decide to carry a certain set. And there's so many expensive sets that are more than $200 that the Lego Group sells these days. Not all retailers want to sell them. So, but that's why they end up being exclusive to the Lego store. Not many people think about the logistics of if a retailer that has a contract with Lego thinks a set is going to sell. That's why certain stores don't carry polybags or collectible minifigures, because they don't think they will sell. Is there a particular set you're interested in? You were interested in the insect collection. I mean, I'd have to go back and check what sets are available and what sets are new. I've seen people building the Tintin rocket. That's the only April set I know that I do want to buy. Because I grew up reading Adventures of Tintin at Destination Moon in elementary school. I got a text from someone. I don't like the price of anything. Inflation has killed the whole world. Because if you think about it, if inflation never existed, then no one's wages would ever need to go up, and there would never be a disparity between between what you earn and what you buy. In ancient Rome, you got 1 ounce of silver for a week's worth of work. Now no one can survive on 1 ounce of silver a week. That's inflation. What is the going rate for silver right now? Silver price. Silver bullion spot price Australia. One ounce of silver is selling for just over $100 an ounce. And I think a minimum wage in this country is about, actually, let me see what the minimum wage is. The Australian minimum wage is $948 a week. That's the minimum wage. And you know what? Even then, I remember when the minimum wage was $400. And that's because once upon a time, the median wage policy wasn't treated as a last resort. It was treated as a carrot and the stick. So if you know economics, you might know what I'm hinting at there. But yeah, that all comes back to Lego prices. And it's interesting that Brickset now on a lot of the older listings for sets has the inflation adjusted value on the website. So my favorite set of all time, the Metroliner, cost $150 in 1991, and Brickset says the inflation adjusted price is 280 something, which is slightly more than the cost of a new freight train set these days. So when people who claim that Lego has gotten so expensive, technically they're wrong, because it's always been expensive. Well, those made for the GWPs are Star Wars. So do you have a Star Wars collection? And the more and more people I talk to, the more they say they're not impressed with the sets that are available right now. So what's the biggest set from that? Because my biggest Star Wars set is the UCS X-Wing from 2023. I'm pretty sure that that's bigger than the UCS Luke's land speeder. The buildable Chewbacca and the Dark Falcon. Okay. A lot of people were really jazzed about the minifigures in that Dark Falcon. Actually, let me center these a bit more. Oh, so you bought it because of the minifigures. So I'll ask you this. Actually, who said they bought the Tintin set? Oh no, I wasn't talking about buying it. So with the Tintin set that you mentioned earlier, do you like what do you like more, the minifigures or the build for the rocket? Because the Dark Falcon is one of the best looking Lego Millennium Falcons I've seen. So you like the figures more than the build. See, almost every time I like a Lego set, it's because I like the build. And that's something that I think is infectious with the over dramatization of the minifigure collectors. Because I bet you've seen those people selling the DX versions of Ninjago minifigures for thousands of dollars, right? Well, once upon a time, the sets that had those DX minifigures variants were selling for pennies on the dollar because no one wanted them. Yeah, and then minifigure collectors realized that no one wanted them. So those who had the few stock, they they artificially inflated the price and turned them into a collector's item. Because of course you get a bunch of sellers who are oopsie, I need to go get something for someone. I'm back. People keep ordering ring in the mail, and they always want me to get the door for them. Yeah, and so as I was saying, there's a whole bunch of sheep-minded sellers out there who just sell based upon what they see their stock going for. But when you really think about it, all things that anyone sells, someone has to come up with a price for it. It's like when Bill Maher once joked about all of the clothing stores that have an 80% off sale. 80% off of what? And then he said, "Oh right, a number that you pulled out of your asshole to begin with." That's what the Lego sellers do. That's what the Pokemon card sellers do. That's what the custom Hot Wheels cars sellers do. That's what all these gaming merchandise sellers do. That's what these people who sell records and guitars with the signatures of the artist, of the musician. That's what the art dealers who have a piece from a famous artist who died over 100 years ago, who happened to sign their signature on the art piece do. They just invent a price just to see if some collector, some sucker, some loser out there will buy it, because they're incentivized to make as much money as possible. Lego is incentivized to make as much money as possible, which is why their prices keep going up more than inflation, because they know people will buy it. They know people will buy it. And that says something, and that says more about the customers than it does the sellers. Because once someone invents a price, they're going to run, the market is going to run with it forever. And no, Johnny, that is fake news. Exactly. because when you really want to get ideological, the Marxism value of anything is whatever labor was put into it. The capitalistic value of anything is whatever someone is willing to pay for it. The communist value of anything is a controlled price set by the authoritative power. The socialist value of anything is whatever the market dictates in the best interest of the people. Now, you can pick your poison about whichever value system you think is better. They all have their pros, they all have their cons. But there's a reason why the 2008 UCS Millennium Falcon all of a sudden went from selling from $2,000 to selling for $4,000, because some idiot paid $3,000 when they were all selling for $2,000, and then another idiot paid $4,000 when they were all selling for $3,000. And so just because two idiots pay overs than what the market says, that shouldn't be justification to reset the market. Exactly. You see Logan Paul paying millions of dollars for Pokemon cards. And that's just fancy art on a little tiny piece of cardboard that was originally sold times the 8 in a pack that cost $5. Now I get it if it was one of one, but it's not. Like, there's a reason why a Mr. Gold sells for all of its money, because there was only 10,000 made, and it's gold. Everybody likes gold, but with those DX and ZX variants of the Ninjago characters, there were hundreds of thousands of them made. It's just that no one wanted them when they were in the store. So in my opinion, there's no way that one of those ZX and DX minifigures should ever sell more than Mr. Gold, because there are less Mr. Golds in the world out there than those ZX and DX variants of Ninjago characters. When it finally burns out, it will be worthless. Exactly. And who knows, someone might literally go to a Pokemon warehouse and burn it down because it's cardboard. That can happen. So, yeah, I just find it fascinating that all of that stuff is happening. And also very, very quickly, before I end this stream, I need to say that I really wish that Fishpool was subscribed to my channel, because if anyone knows about Fishpool, you know that they are desperate to become a moderator on people's channels, and I need to tell them the cold hard truth. So I would really like Fishpool to subscribe to me, because until that happens, I don't need to talk to them anymore. I don't need to talk to them. If stuff goes in one ear and comes out the other, then people like that need a cold, hard reality check. Anyway, thanks for watching this stream. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I'm going back to do homework and write 1,000 words. So I will see you on the next live stream, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.